The short version is like, why should we become more lightheartedness? Why should we enjoy ourselves a lot more? Well, it's simply because it's a part of life. Like if we were to die in this moment right now, like would we want to go out being all uptight and serious, or would we want to have enjoy ourselves more? Wouldn't we want to be more happier if that's like our last moment in life? Because you never know when this thing will end, right? Sup, this is David, and today I want to talk to you about the lightheartedness of life. So back in the day, I used to think that when you become mature, when you become an adult, you're supposed to be all serious, all uptight all the time. And I got influenced by watching movies and shows and dramas that portray this, right? When you become older, and especially if you become an entrepreneur, you're supposed to get in suits. You're supposed to attend the business meetings. You're supposed to be serious in these business meetings. And I thought that was what maturity, being an adult, actually meant. But as I got to discover more and more about life and personal growth and personal development, I realized it was the opposite thing. Some of the most matured and people who just have life dialed down and they just know about personal growth and development and stuff, they are some of the more lighthearted people who just enjoy themselves and they're just cracking jokes and just having a fun time, having a happy time, right? And the short version is like, why should we become more lightheartedness? Why should we enjoy ourselves a lot more? Well, it's simply because it's a part of life. Like if we were to die in this moment right now, like would we want to go out being all uptight and serious, or would we want to have enjoy ourselves more? Wouldn't we want to be more happier if that's like our last moment in life? Because you never know when this thing will end, right? So it's pretty much simply for the fact of just enjoying ourselves, like enjoying more of life, enjoying this moment, because this is a part of life that we will never get back. We will never get this moment back, so might as well enjoy it. And so like when I was younger, I used to think like these leaders and people of high status, you should be more aggressive. Like I thought leaders were supposed to be aggressive. They were supposed to be the ones in charge and aggressive, people who were very pompous, right? And that's what, I grew up watching movies and they display the leaders like this. But as I study leadership, as I study more and more about business and people and social dynamics in general, then I get to find out that the greatest leaders, pretty much of all time, they're like the most humble. They actually care and trust, have their trust in other people rather than, being a dictator. And same thing with the mature person, right? It's very synonymous. It's not like this, the most mature person isn't like that guru who's just like overseeing everybody and, thinking to themselves, my way is right. My way is the only way and you should listen to me because I am the guru. And it's not like the person in the back in those James Bond movies, like just silently standing there, being all cool. It's not that either. Definitely not that either. And definitely there's a time and space to be more quiet and relaxed and in stillness and to listen to other people. But there's also a time and place to actually have a voice. Like if you are coming at things and trying to add value to other people, trying to offer value to other people, and if you think you have a valuable idea or a valuable opinion, then that should be voiced. It's kind of like if you have the cure for a disease and you're just James Bond and you're like in the back not saying anything because you're too cool, then not only is that ego, but that's also doing the world a disservice. Because if you have like a cure for a disease, then that should be brought out to the world. You should offer that to the world instead of being silent. so boldness and courage, especially having the courage to add value, at least try to offer value, that is something the world needs more of, I believe. And so, enjoy life. Bring that lightheartedness to situations, especially like those formal situations. If you logically think about it, there's no reason to be too uptight and too formal at all. Seriously. Not only is that more restrictive and we just become more stifled and we're not able to express ourselves, and because people have like this tension, the energy of tension, people are less likely to voice again like their offerings. Like they might have like a great idea, but they don't want to voice that because the tension is there. It's like such a serious type of mood. So bring in some of that lightheartedness, man. Enjoy life a little bit, smile a little bit, laugh a little bit. You don't got to be so uptight, okay? And I remember early on when I started learning about personal development, I read Richard Branson's book called Losing My Virginity. It's his autobiography, an amazing book. And I just fell in love with like the idea that business, entrepreneurship doesn't have to be so uptight and formal. It can be so adventurous. It can be so much fun. And it opened my eyes to thinking in that way and thinking like, wow, this guy's really enjoying life. At the same time, he's also adding value and he's doing what he wants with his life. So yeah, so enjoy life. Be a bit more lighthearted, have that skip in your step. Laugh, smile more, crack jokes, and add that value, add that energy, add that positive frequency to the environment. All right, so that's it for this one. Hope you found value out of this, and I will see you in the next one.